Who are the best defenders appearing in the 2017-2018 season of the English Premier League? In this video, we will try to answer the question using a mathematical model. Hello, my name is Lars Magnus and this is yet another video on football player ratings. In previous videos, we have presented some mathematical models that can be used to calculate ratings for football players based on past match data. We have in no way reached a final polished version of our rating system yet, but we have a somehow interesting version that calculates what is known as regularized adjusted plus-minus ratings. While we are still going to make lots of improvements of our rating systems, in this video we will use the basic system to see if we can evaluate all the defenders having appeared in the 2017-2018 season of the English Premier League. For this experiment, we have compiled a rather larger dataset than we have used before. We have data from more than 132,000 matches with more than 75,000 players. This includes both domestic and international matches from in total 556 different competitions. Now let's move on to the players. Before looking at the top 10 list of the best defenders in the 2017-2018 season of the English Premier League, perhaps you would like to pause the video and compile a list for yourself. It would be interesting to see how your list compares to the list based on the regularized adjusted plus-minus rating model. Let's warm up with the players that the model suggests are placed in ranks 11 to 20. Just to explain the data that are on screen now, we have from left to right the rank of the player, the name of the player, the current age of the player's nationality, the player's position, with the D for defender, M for midfielder and F for forward, their current team, the number of minutes played in the matches included in the database, and finally, the rating according to the regularized adjusted plus-minus rating system. Alright, so we have now seen the players ranked from 11 to 20. Let's cue dramatic music and do a gradual reveal of the players in the top 10 list. Finally, we are ready for the top 3 highest rated defenders in the English Premier League 2017-2018 season. Number 3, Manchester City's Nicolas Otamendi. With a rating of 0.291, he is actually ranked number 30 in the world among all players, according to the regularized adjusted plus-minus rating. We may also have a look at a graph depicting how his rating has evolved over time. In this graph, we have used regularized adjusted plus-minus ratings to calculate his rating on different points in time. For example, when he moved from Valencia to Manchester City at the age of 27, his rating was around 0.18. Since then, his rating has kept on increasing. Number 2, the Tottenham defender Jan Vertonghen. With a current rating of 0.297, he is number 24 in the world, according to the regularized adjusted plus-minus ratings. His rating graph shares one similarity with Otamendi's graph. They are both showing that their rating keeps on increasing. This is something that can be explained by how the ratings are calculated, namely using a regularized linear regression model. The model assumes that all players are average until data proves otherwise. Both Otamendi and Vertonghen have over time consistently performed better than their current rating, thereby amassing more and more evidence that they are far better than an average player. Let's reveal number 1, Antonio Valencia from Manchester United. At a rating of 0.322, he is clear first among the defenders in the Premier League, according to the regularized adjusted plus-minus ratings, mind you, as well as being number 19 in the world overall. Based on the previous 2 rating graphs that we have seen, we should probably guess that the rating of Valencia is also increasing over time. It turns out this is true. While we now may evaluate and discuss the top 10 list of the best defenders of the English Premier League in the 2017-2018 season, In the interest of obtaining new and improved player ratings, let me investigate the trend that for all the 3 top players, their rating kept on improving over time, even to the very end. As mentioned, ratings tend to stick to 0, the average rating, until enough evidence has been found to support a different conclusion. Does this mean that there are potentially better players in the English Premier League that, having played less minutes, have not had the opportunity to collect enough evidence to support that they are indeed worthy of a place in the top 10 list? Let us look at some examples of young players that are still climbing, but that has not yet had the chance to produce enough playing time to enter the top 10 list. John Joe Kenny, for example, is number 50 on the list according to the regularized adjusted plus-minus ratings. But having played just 2,486 minutes and with an age of just 20, he may be someone to look out for in the future. Note that nobody with fewer minutes played are in the top 50, the next one having more than 8,500 minutes. Another one to look out for could be Nathaniel Koloba, who is 22 years of age but is already at number 32 in the list, with only 9,218 minutes played. He started his career in Chelsea, being loaned out to all kinds of teams, and has now moved on a transfer to Watford. Now, before we end this, here's a question for you. Based on how the regularized adjusted plus-minus rating performs, who do you think is the highest rated defender in the English Championship from the 2017-2018 season? Post your answer below in the comments and I will reveal the answer later. Thanks for watching this video and see you again next time. Bye bye.